Hi, this is DJ Francis. I'm the Content Strategy Director here at Critical Mass Chicago and the author of Online Marketer Blog. I'd like to speak to the TOC conference about content strategy, how it can help you in a changing digital landscape, and why publishing needs to use some of these tactics in order to help them survive and prosper. So first off, the digital world has changed publishing forever, right? We've got a situation where user behavior has changed. Sitting down with the newspaper at breakfast is no longer a reality. We've got our iPads, we've got different devices. The way in which we absorb and consume content has just changed fundamentally. My presentation will go into some of the ways that this has changed, both in terms of user behavior as well as the type and length and quality of content that we consume and the different devices that we use to consume it. So how can your content as a publisher be ideal for any different device or any different user? It's really about delivering the right content to the right person at the right time. After this in-depth look at the changing digital landscape, we'll try and bring in some of the lessons that we use from content strategy to help all the publishers in the audience figure out how they can get the best content for their particular site or falling under their brand rubric. What this means is basically a three-step process. First, we audit to make sure that the content on the site is appropriate for the brand, it's targeted at the user, and really represents you in the best light. If it doesn't, if there are things live on the site that are redundant, outdated, or trivial, say, then that's content that needs eliminated right away. After this first auditing phase where we assess the quality and quantity of all of the content assets you currently have, we go through a sourcing phase. So this is where we figure out where we're going to get any of the missing content that we need to fill in the gaps that were left after the first auditing step. Sourcing doesn't necessarily mean that you're creating everything. A lot of times content can come from third-party sites, from user-generated content. It's just a matter of developing a process so that this is an ongoing instance where fresh content can be on the site or on another digital venue for the brand throughout time. The third step in this process is one of governance. This is where a lot of big brands get tripped up. When you have a website that's composed of several thousand pages, it's difficult to know all of the moving parts. We help set up processes where our clients are able to figure out what exactly needs to be reviewed at what time, how to keep content fresh and engaging, how they should keep the users involved. It's really a system where you realize that the content process never really ends. It's just a matter of maintaining that engagement because we never want the engagement with our customers to end, right? The final step, or the final thing I'd like to cover in my TOC talk is what you should be aligning to your agency if you're a big brand that wants to be a publisher, and what you should kind of keep in-house. This is something that a lot of agencies don't like to talk about, what they might be good at as an agency versus what they might not be. I'm willing to spill the beans and tell the truth about some of the areas where you can save time and money by using your agencies and other areas where it might be a suck on those same resources in order to generate quality content for your site. I hope this is a reasonable overview of what I'd like to cover in the TOC conference. It's a great topic. Obviously things have changed, and content strategy is really poised to help big brands come into this publishing world and really take advantage of it. We've seen a lot of examples from anywhere from Zappos to Very Short List to Coldwater Creek, all of these sites doing great content things that customers really appreciate. We're also seeing brands fail miserably, and this is something that I think a lot of the attendees will really find rewarding and get a lot out of by aligning some of these content strategy practices and deliverables with their nascent publishing models. Thanks very much.